Okay, so there's been this weird assumption going around recently that, I don't like Mario Kart 8 that much. And I don't know where you guys got that idea because, I've never said directly that I hate Mario Kart 8. I've made a few Mario Kart 8 videos in the past, but I never really said that I specifically hate it. So it's a bit confusing. So I wanted to kind of address that today. Now, I'm not here to answer whether or not that assumption is true or not, but I am here to tell you guys why I don't like Mario Kart 8 and just the reasons I prefer Mario Kart Wii over Mario Kart 8. And I know these reasons have been discussed by a lot of Mario Kart Wii players in the past, but a lot of people always seem to ask me why I truly hate Mario Kart 8 still. And people always accuse me, oh, it's just nostalgia or something else. It's just some personal bias. It has nothing to do with the quality of the game, which just isn't true. Like, if I really was just nostalgic for this game, I would probably not be playing it as much as I am today. Like I did in 2018 when I first came back to the game, I would say yes, I did come back for nostalgia, but I really stayed because I genuinely like Mario Kart Wii and I care about this game, and I really think it is the best Mario Kart ever created. So I'm not here to discuss why Mario Kart Wii is so great. Specifically though, here just to talk about why I don't play Mario Kart 8, why I don't like Mario Kart 8, even though it is the newest game in the series. And a lot of people think on paper, like, why wouldn't you like Mario Kart 8? It has the most characters, it's the most balanced, it has the most tracks. Like, if you just look at the front page of it, it looks like a great game, But if you really go into it, you can really see that Mario Kart 8 is highly overrated in my opinion. In this video specifically, I will be talking about both Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U and the deluxe port on the Switch. I do like certain things about the Wii U version better, and I like things about the deluxe version better, and I feel like there's distinct differences, and so I think it's important to talk about both, so that's what I will be doing. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about in this video is the character roster in Mario Kart 8 and 8 Deluxe. Now, the character roster is probably something that most people are going to agree on. I know a lot of Mario Kart 8 players that still hate the roster. I don't think that's something that's really highly defended, and a lot of people talk about it, so I'll try to keep this as brief as possible. But really, I see the roster split up into 3 different sections, or I guess 4, but the 3 sections of characters that I don't like, and the one is the baby characters. Yeah, I hate them just as much in Mario Kart Wii as I hate them in Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has an extra one though, and that's just really annoying to have 5 baby characters. Second category is the clone characters. There are just so many clones in this game that it's actually terrible. Like, I'd much rather have quality over quantity. And then the third category is characters that aren't even Mario characters, like Link, Inklings, Isabella, Villager, just all those characters that aren't even Mario related in Mario Kart 8. I just find it sad when I'm looking at rosters like Mario Super Sluggers or Super Mario Party or even like Mario Tennis Aces, and just all these other Mario games just have like amazing rosters without any clones or anything like that. And yeah, I know Mario Super Sluggers does have baby characters, but there's just so many cool and unique characters in the Mario universe. It really sucks to see that, they're just giving us like Koopalings and, just Dry Bowser back and Pink Gold Peach and just other characters nobody asks for. Like, I would probably rather just have the Mario Kart 64 roster than have the Mario Kart 8 roster at this point. Literally, just give me the Mario Kart 64 roster, add like Daisy, Waluigi, and then like that's it. That's all I need, okay? Like, it's just, they always try to like make the roster, they try to make it seem bigger than the last game, just, for the advertisements of, more characters, so when they advertise it, it's like, oh, this has the most characters, but in reality, if you take away like all the clone characters, like, it really is pretty similar to like the amount of characters that Mario Kart Wii has, just because of how many they added the metal variations and the cat power-ups of Mario and Peach. I think, yeah, one of them, yeah, Mario's the Tanuki one, that's right. And then I don't know, there's just so many that if you got rid of them all, Mario Kart Wii has just such an amazing roster. Like, sure, there are some baby characters. Sure, you have Dry Bowser, who's like the only clone character, but it's just, you have so many other cool characters. And yeah, I think this is kind of where Mario Kart 8 Deluxe shines a little bit more, because they added more characters that are actually like characters people like King Boo, Dry Bones, and Bowser Jr. back, rather than, Mario Kart 8, which just kind of is filled with characters that nobody likes and kind of just cut a lot of the characters people liked in Mario Kart Wii. So I really would have preferred quality over quantity in the roster, because it really just sucks to look at how the roster just looks like a mess, honestly, in Mario Kart 8. So another thing I want to talk about in Mario Kart 8 is the vehicles and the vehicle diversity in that game. Now, obviously, you don't just pick a vehicle. You have to like customize like the wheels with the body of the vehicle and the glider, which I guess some would say that adds a little more strategy, but I think it's just a useless feature in my opinion. I don't think anyone really cares. So I think it's just kind of unnecessary, but that's not what I really hate the most. The thing I hate the most is that they made all the vehicles so similar in Mario Kart 8, and it kind of makes sense why they did that. Like, I guess you could see, because in Mario Kart Wii, it's not very balanced. You know, there's only a few viable vehicles out of like the 32 vehicles or something in the game. But that's because they're all different and they all play differently. Like, if you play with the Piranha Prowler, you're gonna have a way different experience than you're gonna have with the Magic Cruiser. And then you'll have a different experience, you know, with the Shooting Star, the Spear, the Flame Runner. And there's just so much diversity. Like, seriously, switch from playing Inside Drift to playing Outside Drift. It feels so different. Like playing between karts and bikes and the different bikes, and it's just so insane. But Mario Kart 8 doesn't have any of that. It's all the same, which you may think, oh, well, it's more balanced, so the game is better. But what's the point of the game being balanced if there's no diversity in the vehicles anyway? Like, if I seriously played a bunch of different vehicles in Mario Kart 8, and they all feel so similar. Like, yes, there are some differences, but they seriously all feel so similar. I don't understand, like, what's the point of them being balanced if there's no differences? Like, so what if we're all playing Flame Runner or Mach Bike in Mario Kart Wii? Like, in Mario Kart 8, you're all just going to be playing, like, different vehicles that feel the same anyway. It's like there's no diversity. And in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they adjusted the stats of all the vehicles to make them even more similar. So it matters even less of what vehicle you choose, which, you know, I don't think being balanced matters if there's not really a difference in the first place. It's basically cosmetic at that point. Now, I know that it was definitely a problem in Mario Kart Wii, and I don't think that it should be exactly the same, like, you know, having broken vehicles or whatever. But the way I would do it is, like, I think people care more about, like, what character they play as rather than what vehicle. So what maybe I would do is make the characters cosmetic, and then make the vehicles have different stats. And, you know, like, it doesn't matter, like, if something's unbalanced, because, you know, it's different play styles. If everyone plays the same vehicles, whatever. And then you can have, like, the characters, so people are still playing as different characters, and it's all different, you know. And then you could still have the 3 weight classes, like, obviously, because if you had, like, you know, it wouldn't make sense for, like, Dry Bowser to have the same weight as Toadette. So, you know, you have the 3 different weight categories, and then you have all different vehicles. You have different types of vehicles for those weight classes that all have the same stats. And I don't know if that's the solution, but I feel like that's a way better solution than just kind of balancing them all to have very similar stats. So anyway, that's just my opinion. Now, going more into the bikes. Bikes in Mario Kart Wii are obviously very broken. They're very overpowered. And that's one of the things people don't like about Mario Kart Wii, is that bikes are just so strong that they dominate the meta. Like, if you cannot play a kart competitively, like if you're in the top level or even like decently high, like in worldwides, you're just gonna have a much harder time playing with karts, just because bikes have 2 things that make them really unique: wheelies and inside drifting. And not every bike has inside drifting, but even an outside drifting bike is pretty good against a kart, most karts actually. But not only bikes are really strong, but they're also really fun to use. Like, it is really satisfying to use a inside drifting bikes with wheelies, and it's just a lot of fun. It's just a fun, unique, different way to play Mario Kart that you can't really experience anywhere else. And, you know, obviously these were very overpowered, but it was very fun. So what did Mario Kart 8 do? In Mario Kart 8, they nerfed the bikes to not have either one of these outstanding attributes that made them unique and fun, which was inside drifting and wheelies. Now, obviously, there needed to be some balance because karts were not viable, but nerfing bikes and taking away their core features was just not the way to go, in my opinion. And You know, I feel like it would have been better if they had given the carts some sort of special ability, because then it would have really made it exciting of like whether you're picking, you know, a cart or a bike, because they both have completely different play styles and completely how you play the game. Now, they obviously didn't do that. Instead, what they did was they nerfed bikes to just not have any of these things, which, you know, made them more balanced to carts, but it's just not fun. You know, it's just not as fun to control a bike in Mario Kart 8 as it is in Mario Kart Wii. And now they're essentially the same. So, like, why does it even matter? Why do you even have differences in bikes? Like, I know that bikes do have some sort of weird style drift that's not exactly like carts, but really, it's just, it doesn't feel any more fun to ride a bike than it does to ride in a cart in Mario Kart 8. And I think just nerfing them to be the same was just the completely wrong approach. And I think this is definitely one of the biggest things that Mario Kart Wii players don't like about Mario Kart 8. Alright, next thing I want to talk about is items and like everything item related in Mario Kart 8. So, I'm going to have to talk a little bit differently about Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe here, because they are both very different, but I think they both didn't really do it well. So first, let's talk about Mario Kart 8 on Wii U. Okay, so instead of having, you know, okay, so in Mario Kart in general, except for like Double Dash, you have one item slot, you hold the items, and when you hold your item out, you get another spot for another item. And I think this is really good because it allows you to hold multiple shells, multiple bananas, and just let you have defense in general. But not allowing you to hold like a bullet and a star or anything like that. So it's not like, you know, overpowered. But Mario Kart 8 doesn't let you do this. In Mario Kart 8, you have one item slot, and if you hold like out your banana or a shell, it still takes up the slot in your inventory, which means you cannot hold more than one item, which is really bad because it basically just makes it so the races are just so much less interesting, and it really takes away from any kind of strategy. So it's really hard to get like many items in play. Like, I've played so many races online in Mario Kart 8 where I just front run the entire time because there just aren't that many items in play. And it's just gets really boring after a while. And it's just really frustrating. I don't think anyone liked that. And not to mention the coins, okay? Like, all right, let's go over that, because obviously, I think everyone can agree that the Thundercloud is the worst item in Mario Kart history. But I think for the second worst item, we can easily say it's the coin. Nobody likes the coin, okay? I hate coins in Mario Kart in general. Like, so even like Mario Kart 7, I hate coins. But it's even worse in Mario Kart 8 with the coin item. Because if you're front running and you only have one slot and you keep getting coins, I swear, I always get coins. And in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like, you can be front running and get double coins, which is just the stupidest thing. Like, because you can hold 2 item slots in that game, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Yeah, so, like, why would I want to, like, 2 coins is not going to help me at all. And it's really just frustrating because all the items in the game are, like, way more overpowered in general. Which may be the reason they actually lowered it to 1 slot where you couldn't hold it, but I thought it was just really annoying because they buffed so many of the items in this game so much. Like, green shells are more prone to target you when they bounce off the walls, which kind of defeats the purpose. They're green shells. They're not supposed to do that. That's what red shells are for. Red shells will travel so far. They do not crack on anything. Like in Mario Kart Wii, they'll crack 5 feet in front of you. In Mario Kart 8, they will follow you through the edges of the earth and hit you. And I think they're just so overpowered. I think it's just ridiculous. And it should not be that way. And then you have the blue shell, which they also buffed. So now it travels across the ground for some reason. Like, I don't understand that. That's really stupid in my opinion. I don't really get that. Like, if the blue shell's supposed to be something to slow down first place, why is it hitting everyone else? That kind of defeats the whole purpose of the item. And then you have the blooper, which also now messes with your handling stat or something, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, they just buffed all these items, and I think it was just ridiculous, and I don't think they really needed that. The item distribution is so bad in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I don't even know where to start, though. Like, it is so bad. Okay, so no more 1 item slot. You can't hold out your item. None of that. Now you have 2 item slots. You still can't hold out your item to get an additional spot, but at least you have a second item, right? But this was not done well at all, okay? Like, first off, there's double item boxes at every set, which I think was stupid because, like, you should just be able to hold a second item. You shouldn't be able to get 2 items from every box because that's just going to double the amount of items. You should just be able to hold that extra item and have all the boxes just say single. And yeah, like in Double Dash, I know they had double item boxes and it worked kind of well, I guess. But you got to remember, in that game, there was only 8 racers, and most of the time you weren't going to have like 8 actual players playing the game unless you had like land set up. But yeah, in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like having that many items is just chaos. You know, especially as I said before, you know, items are like super buffed in that game. And not only that, but you can get like some insane items in certain places like that you shouldn't be able to get. There's some physics, like Mario Kart Wii has rules to keep it like not too chaotic, but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe throws them all out the window. You can get bomb mobs in first place. There can be multiple bullets and shocks in play at a time. There can be up to 3 shocks at a time. And that's what makes it like so annoying, because there's no strategy, I feel like, to like predicting shocks and stuff. Because, you know, in Mario Kart Wii, if there's a shock, there cannot be another shock for 30 seconds. But now, and since there can be multiple shocks at a time, you can lose your shock to another shock. So this basically takes all strategy out the window, because you never know when you're going to lose your shock. So what's the best strategy? Spam your shocks, spam your power items, because you don't know when shocks are going to happen. It makes it unpredictable. I feel like the shocks is something that people should be strategic about, because I'm able to predict a lot of the time in Mario Kart Wii when shocks are going to happen. And that's just based on my knowledge of the game. But when it's all random like that and multiple shocks can happen whenever, then it just takes away that strategy, and it just comes down to mindlessly spamming items. Not to mention in Mario Kart 8 and 8 Deluxe, and this was also in 7, how you could no longer dodge shocks in the cannon or even dodge anything in the cannon. Like, I've had red shells in Mario Kart 8 literally travel through the cannon, follow me to the other side, and hit me. And like, why? Why does it do that? Like, cannons are like, well, I guess they're not supposed to be fun, but like, they were always so fun. Like, you know, going through the cannon, you're invincible. It's all nice. But like, it's just so bad, in my opinion, how you're just not invincible anymore. Like, and it makes it so much easier to target shock. It goes back to more about how, you know, being strategic and stuff. Like, it's like in Mario Kart Wii, to target shock somebody, you have to use the shock at like just the right time, you know, pay close attention to the minimap. But now in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you know, you have like a nice, good 3-4 seconds window to just target shock everybody in the cannon. And what the worst part is, that Lakitu will slowly drag you back to the track when you get shocked off a cannon. So it is just super devastating. It takes like no skill to do. And yeah, I just think it's ridiculous. And before I stop talking about items, I just want to say real quick that even though I think the Thundercloud is worse than the coin, you know, at least the Thundercloud, and you know, I'm not trying to defend the Thundercloud here, but at least the Thundercloud can make races interesting, and it can build up that adrenaline and that rush when, you know, you're passing the Thundercloud between tons of people, and it can make races pretty exciting, where the coin, well, you know, it's just a coin. You use it and it's over. It doesn't really do anything. Next, I want to talk about a little bit about online in Mario Kart 8 and 8 Deluxe. So in Mario Kart 8, that game has the most tracks of any Mario Kart. It has the most tracks, I won't lie. I mean, you can't lie about that, really. But when you go online, you are limited to picking between 3 tracks, which is just ridiculous in my opinion. There's 48 tracks, and you're going to limit me from picking between 3 tracks. Now, I really don't understand this, because like, why are you forcing us to play tracks that we don't want to play? Like, Mario Kart 8, I feel like doesn't, like, it has, like, this is just an opinion, but I think there's a lot of tracks in that game that just aren't good. I just think a lot of the tracks just are bad. And, you know, that's just my opinion. But still, why can't we pick whatever track we want? Like, I think the argument was, like, in Mario Kart Wii, and probably Mario Kart 7 too, that people would just pick the same tracks over and over again, and there wouldn't really be a variety. But so what, you know? Just let people play what tracks they want. You know, if I want to play Mushroom Gorge 11 times in a row, let me do it. Like, and in Mario Kart 8, it doesn't allow it. And, you know, maybe, you know, there's other players that don't want to play the same track in a row. Well, tough luck. And you know what? If that really was a problem, if that really was a huge problem, why not just like prevent a track from being picked for 3 races after it got picked. So if we were playing Mario Kart Wii and I picked Coconut Mall and we played Coconut Mall cannot be voted for the next 3 games. Is that really that hard to implement? Is that really difficult instead of just limiting me between 3 tracks? And there have been times where I play a track in Mario Kart 8, play a different track, and then we play that first track again. So it doesn't really solve the issue that much, because you can still play tracks pretty frequently in a row. But, you know, just got to be limited, I guess. You know, in Mario Kart Wii, I don't really think it was that much of a problem. But, like, you know, sometimes I was just going online in Mario Kart 8, I just wanted to play SNES Rainbow Road or something, and it never pops up. You know, I play for like an hour. It never pops up. And then it finally does pop up. And then, no, we ended up playing Dry Desert or something stupid like that. Like, it's just completely stupid in my opinion. Like, let us play the tracks that we want to play. And another thing about the online is that VR, like, it doesn't refer to your skill in any way. Like, I think Mario Kart 8 is pretty low skill compared to some of the other Mario Kart games. But, like, VR should be a representation of how skilled you are. You know, when you get higher in VR, you go against higher opponents, and you can gain less, but you lose more. But, you know, you go against harder opponents, and that's the point. You know, the higher VR you have, the more skilled you are. Like, if you have over 9,000 VR in Mario Kart Wii, then you're a skilled player. If, you know, if you're in that 7K range, you know, like I'm in that late 7K, early 8,000 range, you know, you're better than average, but you're not great. You still have room to improve. And then if you're in like the 6,000 range, you're okay. You know, you're just average. Maybe you're a little newer to the game, maybe more casual. And, you know, that's fine. That's fine. Because it's good, because you're going to get paired against people around your skill level. But in Mario Kart 8, it's not really dependent on that. It's more dependent on how much you play, because the punishment for losing is just not as great in Mario Kart Wii. Which you may think, oh, that's good, because I hate, like, you know, when I play Mario Kart Wii for hours and then I lose it all in like 3 races because I had 3 unlucky races. Which I guess you could say, like, at the end of the day, no Mario Kart is 100% skill. There's always going to be luck factors that can screw you over in any Mario Kart game, you know? I'm not saying Mario Kart Wii is like 100% skill based. I don't think anyone is arguing that. I've legit gotten like last place in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe races online, and I will lose like 12 VR. Like, it's just ridiculous. And this is going to make it so, like, I understand that the more you play, the naturally better you're probably going to be anyway. But it's just, I feel like it's a bad way, and it kind of just doesn't really feel like good being high in VR. Like, I think I think I got up to like around 10,000 VR in Mario Kart 8, and it just wasn't rewarding in any way, you know? It's just, I played a lot, and, you know, I played a lot back then. I'm not talking about like recently. I'm talking about like when I was playing the game. But yeah, it's just, it's not that rewarding. And I think, you know, it may make people feel better, like, in their heads, but I feel like it doesn't actually, you know, make you satisfied in any way. It just kind of prevents people from getting mad, like, over tilting and losing all their work. But, you know, that's just part of the game, I feel like. Okay, another important thing I need to talk about in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is another one of the biggest things Mario Kart Wii players do not like about Mario Kart 8, and it is the fact that Lakitu is just, he's so restrictive in this game. He's so restrictive. Because Mario Kart Wii, one of the things that is great about Mario Kart Wii is the ultra shortcuts you can take. The unintended shortcuts that were never meant to be in Mario Kart Wii, but just make the game so much better. Like, a good example is the Bowser Castle shortcut when you go off that ramp and you land on the top. Like, that is a shortcut, I think, that has a great risk/reward ratio, and really gives a credit to those who actually practice and are good at the game. However, there were some problems with this, like the Grumble Volcano shortcut, where you can pretty much skip the whole track by going on the rock over to the left. And Mario Kart 7 did have some respawn shortcuts that they ended up patching online, but you can still do them offline. And it made me wonder, like, why do they still work offline? Why wouldn't Nintendo patch them? And then it made me realize that it would make all time trials at that time invalid, since time trials records and you can look back and see you time trialing a course. And, you know, for those of you who don't know, like in Smash Bros, if you have a replay, but there's an update, that replay will no longer be compatible because they implement balance changes in every version. And what these balance changes do is they change the way characters play, it changes their strengths, and, you know, stuff like that. And replays, for those of you who don't know, are not actually videos. They're just AI reenacting the match. And I think that's just to save space and stuff. But if that AI is supposed to be doing something different, it can't work. And that's the problem, I think, with time trials in Mario Kart 7, which is why they left it offline, because all time trials would have been invalid. And if you had worked really hard to get a time trial, it would have been deleted, and that would have been unfortunate, despite whether you did the shortcut or not. And so that's why they only patched it online. But, you know, Nintendo doesn't want these shortcuts online or offline, you know, they don't want them anywhere. So in Mario Kart 8, you know, and you can't test everything, you know, like you can't fall off every single possible place. You can't drive off every part of the road that you can to try to find shortcuts. It's just not doable. And, you know, Nintendo obviously doesn't want to ruin people's time trials by patching it. And so that's why I think Lakitu is so restrictive in this game. If you go even the slightest bit off the road, Lakitu will pick you up and throw you back on the track, which really makes some shortcuts that I think could be possible just completely impossible. And I think that's just ridiculous, because I think because Mario Kart Wii is just so much more explorative in that nature. And I think another good example is Mario Kart 64. I know there's a few ultra shortcuts in that game, which is pretty cool. And in Mario Kart 8, it's just, there's no room for that exploration. You're always stuck to right on the track with all the intended shortcuts, and there's nothing special. There's no like shortcut that really like skilled players can do to shine. Like there's a few basic shortcuts, but really nothing that's gonna, you know, nothing like the Bowser Castle shortcut in Mario Kart Wii or the Mushroom Gorge Gap Cut. Nothing that has that nice risk-reward combo that maybe wasn't intended. And I don't know if the Mushroom Gorge shortcut I feel like was intended, but maybe not shortcuts like the Bowser Castle shortcut and probably a few others. So another thing that Mario Kart 8 does not have, and this is not just Mario Kart 8, but it is the lack of single-player content, and this is something that everybody has been saying they wanted for a while. There is nothing to do in single-player except just regular Grand Prix and, you know, I guess battle mode technically. And Mario Kart DS is obviously the thing everybody looks to when talking about single-player content. You know, the mission mode. Why did this game have mission mode, but Mario Kart 8 doesn't have it? Even Mario Kart Wii had the online missions, you know, the online tournament mission system. And, you know, they did have that for a few years. For the first 6 years of its lifespan, actually. So for those to give perspective on that, from the time Mario Kart Wii U came out to the time of this video in 2020, pretty much. And Mario Kart 8 just never tried with that. You know, Mario Kart 7, I guess, got a little pass on it because it's a handheld, but Mario Kart 8, come on, it's a console game. And they really couldn't have added anything in the deluxe version, even if they had to, like, finish Mario Kart 8 for a while, you know, like they could have at least put something in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, some sort of mission mode, online tournaments, and yeah, they do have tournaments, but it's not like the Mario Kart Wii tournaments or anything like that. So why couldn't they add some sort of single player content? Like, people have been asking for this for so long, and you know, Mario Kart DS and Wii both had, even if it was just small, even if it was just missions, you know, it was something that people wanted. And you know, Mario Kart 8's lack of innovation to even try, it just frustrates me to this day. And speaking of battle mode, I think I should talk a little bit about the battle mode. Now, battle mode is not something I'm a huge fan of in really any Mario Kart game. I do like it slightly more in Mario Kart Wii, but let me explain why. Yeah, Mario Kart Wii's battle mode is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I think it's kind of annoying how you have to be on teams in Mario Kart Wii, but I'm not going to talk about why I hate Mario Kart Wii's battle mode. That's for a different day. I'm here to talk about why I hate Mario Kart 8's battle mode. Now, of course, it's very different in Mario Kart 8 Wii U and Deluxe, so I will be talking about both of them. I think the Deluxe version is better. I think that's pretty unanimously agreed. Because in Mario Kart 8, they didn't even try. You can't even say they tried at all. They did not try at all, dude. It's just balloon battle. You have 8 battle tracks that are tracks. They're tracks. They're not even battle courses. They're real tracks. They just ripped right from the original game, threw in a couple extra ramps in there, and called it a day. I guarantee you it took probably less than an hour to develop. Not literally, but like it was ridiculous. They put no effort into it. There was nothing new about it, and it was just terrible. Like there's not even much to say about it. Some of the tracks just really don't even work. I think it would have been cooler if they had actual battle courses and then they also gave you the option to play on normal courses. I think that would have been really cool if that was like a second option. But since that was all that there was, I think that's why it made it really disappointing. And they should have at least put in coin runners or something else. Like, I don't think having just balloon battle was really good. Even though I prefer balloon battle anyway, they should have just had something more. Now, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe thankfully greatly improves on this. However, there's still stuff I do not like about it. I really genuinely, and the main thing I really don't like about it is just the battle courses. And the reason I don't like the battle courses in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is because they're just so over the top. They all have so many gimmicks and different paths and different obstacles and just different things that make the track so annoying to play on. Like, I like to play simpler, alright? Like, I like a simple course where it's just me, a blank course, and, and the items. Maybe I'm just boring for saying that, but that's just how I like it. And that's why I really like, and of course, not every Mario Kart Wii battle track is like that. You look at Thwomp Desert, it's probably one of the worst battle tracks of all time. But at least Mario Kart Wii has courses like that. Like, GBA Battle Course 3 is my personal favorite. For Coin Runner, I think it's good for Coin Runners and Balloon Battle. I think Battle Course 4 for the SNES is better for battle mode, for Coin Runners, I mean. But, yeah, and even though Mario Kart Wii has a lot of weird courses as well, Mario Kart 8 doesn't have any. And, even the ones I'm praising are the retro ones. Like in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they completely ruined SNES Battle Course 1 because they added the stupid glider ramps, which just make it really annoying in my opinion. And so that's really the only thing I really don't like about battle mode in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I really like the modes that they added. I think the cops versus robbers mode was really cool. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, there's not really much to say about it. It's just the battle courses. I also think that thing is really annoying when you try to turn around or just try to slow down a little bit and tilt a little bit and it just spins you completely in like a 180. I think that's pretty annoying, but it's whatever. Okay, so this next point that I'm about to say is probably going to be a little controversial between a lot of people, but I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and no, this is Mario Kart 8 and 8 Deluxe. What I don't like is that it just seems with self-promo and just advertisements in general, which other Mario Karts really never did, because the DLC in Mario Kart 8 is mostly just like other franchises. You have franchises like Legend of Zelda, Animal Crossing, and there was something else. I don't know what it was, but you have all these franchises coming that are not Mario related, and I always hate non-Mario characters in Mario Kart. All right, like DK characters I'm fine with because they're at least somewhat related, but I hate having all these other characters. And it really just seems like self-promotion. They're advertising their other franchises. That's all it is for. And, you can like the characters, but that's pretty much what they're doing. And it wasn't just this, because they also added the Mercedes-Benz and some sort of other just real-life car into Mario Kart. And it's just really annoying to me how they just added these basically for self-promo. And you can say that it's free, and like you can try to defend it, but you know what else is free? Pink Gold Peach, but people still complain about that. So I don't know why people like to it's just annoying when they're putting their advertisements in there. And then you have so many tracks just based on their other franchises in the game. You have a Hyrule Circuit, you have Animal Crossing, and which is literally called Animal Crossing, by the way. Wow, such a creative name, Nintendo. How did you guys ever think of that? And then you have like F-Zero tracks, Excitebike tracks. You even have a Splatoon battle course thrown in the deluxe version with the Inklings. And it's just insane to me because there's just so much advertising going around in that game. Like, please, because Mario Kart is I think it's Nintendo's most popular franchise. It seems to sell the best, or at least in the top 5 for pretty much every Nintendo console ever that has a Mario Kart game. But I don't really like having all the advertisements in there. It feels like advertisements to me. You can say that, oh, it's a crossover, we can play as our favorite characters, oh, yay. But, that's not how I see it at all, and I really dislike it. And, I know there's, Miis. I know people are going to say, oh, but the Miis aren't Mario characters, but they're a little different, because, I don't know. I mean, I'm not crazy about the Miis, but I feel like they just kind of fit, just because it's the whole Wii thing. And what's the other thing? Oh yeah, Rob in Mario Kart DS. Oh, creepy produce. What about Rob? Yeah, I don't really mind Rob as much because I don't know. He's just sort of a one thing. Like if they just throw one character that's a non-Mario character in the game, I think that's kind of exciting. Actually, I don't really mind it as much. Like if they had maybe thrown just like the Animal Crossing villager, or maybe I'm not sure. Maybe I still would have hated it, but I don't know. I don't hate Rob that much just because he's like a one-time thing. And you can tell like Rob wasn't thrown in to advertise anything. This was well after the NES was already dead. And at the time, I'm pretty sure when Rob was put in Mario Kart DS, he wasn't even in Smash yet. So he hasn't really appeared in anything. So I feel like they added him just because they thought he'd be a fun inclusion more than being an advertisement to some other product. So that's why I'm not really upset about Rob in Mario Kart DS. And another thing I really do not like about Mario Kart 8 and 8 Deluxe is that the skill ceiling is so low compared to the other Mario Kart games. I know I talked about this a little bit early in the video, but you know, as I was saying before, there's not really any ultra shortcuts that skilled players can learn and take that will separate themselves from the casual players. Because, you know, when I play a game so much, like Mario Kart Wii is my most played game ever. And when I play a game this much, you know, I want to be able to show that I play the game and that I'm better than everyone else. And, you know, although I'm not the best in Mario Kart Wii, obviously I have lots of room to improve. At least I can have that room, and one day I can consider myself to be a good player that will make me, you know, stand out. Maybe hopefully I can reach 9999 VR one day. But in Mario Kart 8, there just really isn't that skill ceiling, and part of that's because of the ultra shortcuts, but there's also just all kinds of techniques that are in Mario Kart Wii that just aren't in Mario Kart 8 at all. And this is actually a part where I like Mario Kart 8 more than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because in Mario Kart 8, you have fire hopping, which may not seem like much, you know, but it's really just a nice little thing to add to give people just that little edge who take the time to do it. It's like snaking in Mario Kart DS, you know, like snaking isn't difficult, but it's just that little extra thing that makes it, you know, better in my opinion. And yeah, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe just removed it completely, and I really don't like that about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, because I thought it was like the one little thing that Mario Kart 8 had that kinda added a little bit of strategy to it. And like in Mario Kart Wii, like even like stuff like tricks, you know, like you don't want to be in the air in Mario Kart Wii, so you don't want to trick on every ramp. And I'm really glad about that, because even though it's better to trick in most places, there are some places where it's better not to trick, which I think is really cool because it adds a little bit of strategy. You kind of have to realize where you need to trick and where not to trick, because a casual player might just trick everywhere, and then they're going to be losing time on certain parts, like on the mushroom pads in Mushroom Gorge, or, you know, on that one ramp on Bowser's Castle, which I'm pretty sure those are about the only places in the whole game that's better not to trick. There might be a couple others, but it really, it's just about some small little things, you know, that just can get people motivated to like practice the game and get better and outshine everyone else. Yeah, so I think the reason obviously for this is something that Mario Kart has always been a victim to, making it accessible for newcomers. I mean, you want to make it accessible for newcomers, and I hate the argument kind of like that. You know, they want to make it accessible for newcomers because it just turns off the competitive community completely most of the time. When you look at games like Super Smash Bros. Melee and Mario Kart Wii, they're both still pretty easy for newcomers to pick up. Like Super Smash Bros. Melee, even though it's very competitive, it was still the most popular game on the GameCube. Mario Kart Wii was still an insanely popular game. You know, I played this game when I was like 10 years old, all right, and I was pretty good at it. So for people to say that it's, you know, it's not, you know, it's too hard to pick up, you know, it takes too long to learn. I was playing this game when I was 10 years old. I was fine at it. I was having fun. I was winning races with the Wii wheel, okay? And yeah, Mario Kart Wii did do some things to appeal to newcomers. Obviously, you had the Wii wheel, as I said. You know, I used the Wii wheel when I was a kid. It's very simple. And, you know, that's not bad, because you're not taking away anything else from people who are really good and want to get better. Because, you know, the Wii wheel's harder to use, so you can still use your classic controller, your GameCube controller. It doesn't take anything away, you know. And Mario Kart 8 Deluxe does have something like that. You have smart steering, you have auto acceleration, which I don't know why anyone would need, but it's there, and it doesn't affect, you know, the higher people who, you know, get better at the game. And it's just ridiculous to me, because you could literally just not do anything the whole race. You could literally just have the car drive you itself in Mario Kart 8, which I think is ridiculous. But hey, it's there. But yeah, there's just so much restrictiveness in everything in Mario Kart 8. It's just, there's really no room for skilled players to shine. And yeah, you can get good at Mario Kart 8. I'm not going to say it's like, you know, you can pick it up and you're just as good as somebody who's been playing for like 9 years. But it's just not very, you know, skill-based in general. You can pick it up very quick. Like, I bet I could compete with some of the top Mario Kart 8 players myself. I don't mean to, maybe not the top, but I still feel like I could compete in a very high, or let's just say I could compete in a very high VR room online in Mario Kart 8, because even though I don't play the game that much, I do know the basics. I have played it in the past, and it's just so item dependent And that's another thing. That's another Mario Kart 8 Deluxe thing. It's so item dependent. You can catch up so easily in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with items. Like in Mario Kart Wii, you know, items do play a part in the race, and you can get screwed over by items. But if they play such a smaller part compared to Mario Kart 8, it just depends so much more on items. And that's what I don't think is good about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You know, items should, you know, they should help you in the race. They should play some sort of part. But in Mario Kart 8, it just feels like they matter way too much than in Mario Kart Wii. And I think that's a problem about Mario Kart 8. It just appeals way too much to newcomers. It's way too easy for people who have just been playing to get good. And I think I want skilled players to have their room to shine. You know, even if I'm not good myself, I still love watching higher up play. I think it's just interesting. I think it's cool to see people do all the shortcuts and just things that would be really hard for a casual player to do. And the way they design their games isn't just to appeal to newcomers and shut off the competitive crowd, but I think they purposely want to shut off the competitive crowd. They don't want people to keep playing their games in the future for like years and years to come, because, you know, if people are still playing Nintendo's old games over their new games in the future, Nintendo's not going to be making money off that. And if you don't believe me, look at in 2013 when Nintendo tried to cancel the Melee tournament in 2013. I mean, because Nintendo doesn't want people playing Melee because it's not making them any money. They don't care. They don't want people playing their old games because it's not helping them financially. So this is why they want to make their new games have less depth, so that people will be more willing to just move on to the future games that they create in the future. And yeah, with that, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to say about Mario Kart 8. This is a really long video, but I genuinely just wanted to get everything off my chest, so people could honestly see that I really have good reason to hate Mario Kart 8. And I know this video isn't gonna like convince any Mario Kart 8 players to convert to Mario Kart Wii. I understand, you know, people have their preferences, you know. Maybe if you are more of a casual, you know, the Mario Kart Wii community today is pretty hardcore. Like, most of the people that play are people that have been playing for a long time and that are really serious about the game. Whereas Mario Kart 8, you can find a lot more casual players. And I could see that, you know, if you don't want such a competitive environment, you'd probably want to play Mario Kart 8. And yeah, if you prefer Mario Kart 8, you prefer the physics, you prefer all the item chaos, then that's just your opinion, you know. I don't really care. I mean, it's mostly just people, you know, you always tell me like that I should like Mario Kart 8 and that I like Mario Kart Wii just because I have some sort of bias against Mario Kart 8. I just wanted to make this video to show that really wasn't true, and I really have good reason. And now I really hope people can understand why Mario Kart Wii players stick to Mario Kart Wii and don't really want to play Mario Kart 8. Unfortunately, I do think Mario Karts in the future are going to stick more to the Mario Kart 8 style of things, because they don't want, you know, another Mario Kart Wii where there's like ultra shortcuts and all those glitches and stuff that make the game the way it is, because Nintendo doesn't like glitch-filled games. They don't care how fun it is. If it's got glitches, it's gotta go. So most likely Mario Kart Wii players are going to stick with Mario Kart Wii forever. I can't see a different Mario Kart Wii. You know, you can add 500 tracks in the future. That will be exciting, but Mario Kart Wii players are always going to stick with Mario Kart Wii unless they really change the franchise in a lot of good ways. And I'm not saying like you have to revert everything, but I did make some suggestions in this video that, of course, Nintendo's not going to listen to, but I think it would be really cool, and I think it would at least get Mario Kart Wii players interested if they did do some of those things. But who knows? What do I know, you know? I don't know if there's ever going to be another like new fleshed out Mario Kart game, and we got Mario Kart Tour, we got Mario Kart Live just around the corner, which, you know, are pretty much just spin-off Mario Karts. But yeah, I guess we'll just have to see what happens in the future. That's basically why I hate Mario Kart 8. Those are the answer. Will I ever do an actual Mario Kart 8 video? Maybe. I don't know. Probably at some point in the future. I feel like it's just inevitable at this point, but this is why I stick to Mario Kart Wii. This is why the Mario Kart Wii community, and you know, the Mario Kart Wii community, I'm not saying I'm speaking for the whole community for all these reasons, but I think a lot of people share my general thoughts about this, and that's why I just wanted to make this video to make it clear so you guys know why I don't like this game. But thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I cannot wait to read through the war in the comments. Looking forward to it. And on that note, have a great weekend.